OC Malevolence. My last video I did a Meet the OC drawing with my OC Myra, and I'm doing the same thing just with this character. And it's kind of like the Meet the Artist thing, except with my OCs, so yeah. And the family's printer ink is Copic proof, so I decided to do the line art for the drawing in SAI and print it on some Bristol and color it with Copic markers, because that's what I did last time. And it's a lot easier to change things around in the computer than it is on paper, because I actually did the sketch for it in my sketchbook and his arm was kind of off, but since I was doing the line art in the computer, I was able to fix that. And I'm glad that the printer ink is Copic proof, otherwise I would have had to draw the picture, fix things in SAI and then transfer it over to my Bristol paper with the light pad, but I didn't have to do that because the printer ink is Copic proof. So yeah. And just about done with the line art here. And I don't really have much to say today. I can say I'm sorry for not uploading last week. I thought that the video had uploaded, but it turns out it didn't. I was like, whoa, I didn't even know. But yeah, just gotta make sure things finish uploading, Amir. Anyway, these are the color test things that I did. And the ones that I'm circling and drawing lines around and stuff, those are the ones that I chose. And it's really good to go ahead and pick your colors and stuff before you start coloring, because sometimes you figure out or you find out that what you had in your mind originally doesn't really look good on paper, so you kind of have to test things out before you do things. And I'm just showing my supplies. I use Copics, Indigo blue, Verithin pencil, and a jelly roll in the size 10, which I like more than the other jelly rolls. They're just it seems to be better than the classic as far as laying the white down on the paper. If that makes any sense. Yeah, so I'm just coloring this particular marker. I think it's the E15 Copic Champ, and it has nothing to do with the ink or anything. I think I just need to change the nib, and I actually have bought replacement nibs. I think I brought them last year, but I just haven't replaced the nib yet. And it seems like it needs to be replaced. I just haven't done it yet. I think I read on the nib packet thing that if you replace the nib too much, you'll damage the inside of the marker. And I think that scared me, so that's why I haven't changed it yet. Though I probably should, because it's like I'll refill the marker, but the nib is so done booking that it just won't color properly. So I just have to change the nib. I just have to get over the fear of ruining the inside of the marker and just go ahead and change the nib, because it's like I bought them. Why buy them if you're not going to use them? That makes no sense. Anyway, yeah, this is my character Malevolence, and he is the protagonist of the book that I'm writing at the moment, and I've been writing it for a while now. It started out as a fan fiction. I think it started the fan fiction in around 2014, 2015, somewhere in there. And, 14-year-old Amira had some pretty interesting ideas. So a lot of the original ideas I had for the character and for the story in general have been changed. And I actually had some people to read some of the story, but I have changed a lot since the last time I've shared it, so there's a lot of things that are different. And if they read what I have now, it would be completely different from what they read originally. And it's like the main idea of the story is the same, but how things play out and just the story as a whole is just different than it used to be. But you haven't read it yet, or have you? Unless you're the person or people I've sent it to, you don't know what I'm talking about. What? Yeah, writing is like my second hobby, I guess. And I've been writing stories for a long time, ever since I was little. That's just been something that I really like to do. I like to tell stories. That's just one of my favorite things to do. And actually, one of the first, I don't know. I wasn't really involved in the fandom, but I was a fan of Sonic the Hedgehog. My God, I was a fan. I don't know. I was really into it. Like Sonic X, the show, that was my jam. And there was this website, I think it was called Sonic Central. And you can go on there and like you could like cut on music from one of the Sonic games as you browse through the website, and they had like games on there. And my favorite part of the website was the fan art page, where you just go and look at everyone's Sonic fan art. And I actually wrote Sonic fan fiction. Goodness gracious alive. I don't know what happened to it, but that was a thing that I did once, and I used pictures from Sonic Central to illustrate my fan fiction. I had to be like 6 or 7 or something. I was pretty young at the time. And at the time I wasn't really, I was drawing Sonic fan art, but I wasn't like really into drawing at the time, so I was just getting fan art from Sonic Central, my jam. And I used it in my fan fiction. I'm not gonna say what it was about, because goodness gracious alive. No, we're not going there. I actually got my granddad to read it out loud once. Yeah, that was the thing. I had got up early to finish it one Saturday morning because I had to go somewhere, and I finished it real quick. It's funny to me now, but I'm glad that I did that, because that got me into writing, I guess, because, it's just, I don't think I ever, really finished a story, a fan fiction, either. I haven't finished any of my fan fictions, and I've never finished, I finished one book. I think I was 12 or something, and it was illustrated, even though I didn't really consider myself to be an artist at the time, but I did illustrate it, and it was a children's book. And one day I might just go ahead and finish it completely. Though I did finish writing it. I don't know what happened to it, but I did finish writing it, and I had drawn pictures for it and everything. And I think the idea and the concept behind the story was pretty good, and I should probably do that one day and finish it. I'm pretty sure 11 or 12-year-old Amira would really like that. But in the meantime, I'm just going to go ahead and finish the story that I've got going on right now with this character and the character that I drew in the last video. And yeah, I really like to read. It's really fun, and I think being able to draw also kind of helps move the whole writing thing along, because I get to draw my characters, and that helps keep me motivated, because it's just it's kind of like my writing and then my drawing keeps me into both of them, if that makes sense. So if I write a certain part of my story, then I'll be like, wow, I want to draw this. Or I'll draw my characters a lot and be like, wow, I really want to write right now. And that just keeps me going, Yeah, and I don't know, did I say this already? Probably already did. It's like the Meet the Artist thing. Anyway, this is the last one I did, and that's the one I just did. And yeah, I really like the drawings, and I actually, since I printed the things, I was able to combine the two line arts and color them together. And this is at the moment when I realized I got blood on my drawing, because I have hand eczema, and sometimes it just bleeds. Fortunately, I was able to get it off my picture, because blood is water soluble. Thank God for that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed me rambling. Thank you so much.